Welcome, everyone. Happy Friday, and welcome to the 6th episode of Critically
Crypto.
I'm your host, Crypto Bay J.
Hey guys, I'm Kaylee BTC here.
And we are basically giving you the alpha, giving you that intel, what's going on in these crypto streets. And this week is a very special episode because I'm actually in Minneapolis, Minnesota, at the VeeCon conference. It is the first Web3 conference brought to you by Gary Vee, who is a huge person in this space. And so we're going to talk a little bit about my experience today and a little bit of yesterday, because that was our welcome party. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to tell y'all about it. So Kaylee.
Yes, I got some questions for you. So I was seeing the pictures all over Twitter. Everybody's talking about the stadium. So how was the stadium? How was the venue? How was that like?
So you can see a portion of the photo, the background. So the stadium was set up like a regular stadium. Basically, most people were concentrated right in the middle of the stage. And as you can see, this is a view of me looking to the right. So I'm looking from the side angle. And so it's set up like the stage is in the middle. There are food trucks right around the stage. There's a Ferris wheel around the stage.
Wow.
There's floor seating on right in front of the stage, 3 rows or 3 large sections. 3 large sections. And there's just like a lot of, excitement, hoopla, a lot of people there. Now, when you are on the main floor of the stadium, there are rooms set up. There are a section it's called the boardroom, where you could reserve a space, like an office space. And if you wanted to do a meeting with someone, if you needed to do a video chat, you could go and just through the app, the VeeCon app, you can reserve a space. There's, like I said, there's food vendors galore. There are setups for all of the different NFT projects. There's vendors that are set up all around basically the stadium. As you walk around where like the concession stands normally would be, there's different activations. So it's a lot going on.
That's so good. That's so cool. I love how Gary really optimized the whole venue. It looked like he poured a lot of capital into it. Even, he was serious about it. He wasn't playing games. Giving you guys the spaces to meet with people, stuff like that is incredible.
Yes.
So leading into that, how was his speech? Because I heard a lot of people talking about his introduction. So how was that?
So it was like, a hoorah, shareholders meeting, this is where we're going, and it's all about love and compassion, and it's about competition. He talked about competition, and we're getting rid of, spot trophies, and we're bringing merit back, and it's hard work, and he was going on and on in his Gary manner. So that's what he was talking about, but really letting people know that, the market is down, but he's still committed. He's committed to this for his lifetime, and the plans that he has. And it really invigorated everyone. Everyone was, at the end, like, yeah, Gary, yeah, we believe in you, So that was how that started. And he also, has the different characters from the NFT project. You know how they have these, this like a skinny jumbotron that goes all around. You see the characters, all the different characters going around and around, and he pointed that out. Some of the sponsors of the conference. Coach is a sponsor. Coinbase is a sponsor. I'm trying to think of those are the top 2 sponsors that are coming out at me at the moment. But a lot of partnerships. We had breakfast as soon as we got there in the morning. We had which was like breakfast sandwiches, coffee, juice. And we started around, I think most people got there around 9ish. So that's how we started the day.
Nice. I love it. So who did you get to meet? Because I saw a ton of celebrity selfies on Twitter going around.
Everyone was walking around very nonchalantly, like no one was being super Hollywood, that I saw. Everyone was being very open with the VeeCon app. Like you can upload your information, like your contact information, and you can easily share it. Like they have a QR code that connects to the app. And so I saw lots of people sharing information, taking photos before the panels, after the panels. There's Spike Lee, there's Lisa Leslie, there was, let's see who else. There's Deepak Chopra, there's I'm trying to think of others. I mean, there was just so many celebrities. I'm trying to think. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm sure I will think of them as I go on, but it was so many people. For the music people, Ill Mind was there. He's a music producer who's well known. Lots of people were up in there.
I did see NFT artist Feocious. I saw him. I might have put just his name right there.
Yes, he was there. Or he is, and I think he will continue to be there. So on Thursday night, they had a welcome party, right? And that welcome party was outside in front of the stadium. And so it was just like a networking mixer times 10, right? So you had drinks, we had live DJ, we had a live art installation with Feocious. There were vendors, there was food trucks. I'm like, what else was there? It was just like a good time. It was loud, like you could enjoy the music, but quiet enough for you to actually hear people talk. And I just felt like it was like just good energy. People were just, high-fiving people, shouting people out with their, wearing their merch. People walking down the street before you even got in there, like, hey, hey, friend, that kind of thing. So it was just good vibes, good energy so far. Like this community is, it's good energy. It's good energy community. And that's what we want, right?
Yeah. I saw that in the Twitter post. Like you saw a lot of people coming together. It wasn't just like this celeb or these artists. It was so many people, coming together, talking, taking pictures, talking about the memories they're making for these events. And I thought it was really cool because you don't typically see that for concerts and things like that. NFTs are really changing the way we view communities.
It really is. And a lot of the NFT celebrities, right? These people, they had spaces in there. And they, I think Gary sets the tone. Like he had a selfie station. People were there all day, waiting in line at the selfie station. Thursday night, today as well. And so it's like, if Gary's sitting here for 2 hours, in 2 hours, taking selfies with folks, it's kind of like, somebody asks you for a photo or to have a little side conversation. It kind of lends itself to just, to you being open and wanting to talk. And everybody wants alpha. Like you never know where the alpha is going to come from. Yeah. So, if you're a busy person, you can't keep your ears to the streets all the time. You want to have some more conversations especially in this setting, in this space.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Keeping your eyes open. Like you said before, alpha comes in all sizes, all places. You got to be prepared wherever you are. So I'm looking at this and I see a lot of people spoke about upcoming NFT projects. Spike Lee has an upcoming NFT project. What did you think about this? What was he saying about it?
So Spike, he talked about how his daughter had put him onto the space, which most older people, that's how they find out, through their children. And he let it know that he's 65 years old.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's like, but he talked about how he's always been a collector. And he went through the story of like how Prince was a really good friend of his, and he had his Prince gear on. So, and Prince is from Minneapolis, right? So he wanted to represent while he was here. And anyway, that was a little bit of sidebar, but he talked about some of the things that he collected that were Prince's. And he gave us a story about how he asked Prince for a guitar. And, Prince kind of acted funny, like, I don't know what you're talking about. But he ended up giving it to him as a gift like a year later. But he talked about other things. He talked about sneakers, and he's really into collecting. And so he just thought it was a natural progression for him to get into digital collectibles. And so he's coming out with a NFT project based on She's Gotta Have It character. That was his first movie that he did. Mars, who's a really popular character from that. And he kind of curated images from that movie of Mars that's going to be a part of this NFT collection that he talked about that's coming out this summer. And part of the utility of this project is it will fund young up and coming filmmakers and supporting them with their short films. So that's really, really cool because, he talked a lot about his grandmother. He talked about like giving back. And so, he's somebody that's like always been a part of like the community, the Black community specifically.
Yeah.
And so it's good to hear that like he wants to use the money that he will get from this project to give back to young creators, because that's what it's about.
I love that. I love seeing people give back to their roots and where they came from. And in this way, like he's inspiring the next generation of artists and people to come into the space. And we need that, especially people of color, to come into these spaces and really set a precedent. So that's an amazing thing. And you touched on the next question I wanted to ask you, what projects, platforms, or people are giving back? And you mentioned Spike Lee. Were there any other projects or people giving back?
Well, I didn't hear too many people talking about giving back as much as I heard people talking about keeping money circulating in the space and being authentic and true to the space, and not cash grabbing, starting projects for the real reasons, and kind of paying it forward by suggesting other projects or helping other artists who want to launch their own NFT projects. So I heard a lot of talk about that. And on the panel, it was called the Digital Candy Panel. It's a project with the owner of Fanatics, which is a fan company, a sports fanatic company. Someone else who was from Wall Street that is now like investing in Web3, and Gary. One of the moderators asked them about like, how can we make this space diverse? Like, and those white guys, they were like, listen, y'all, they should straight up said it, like, Black people are a huge part of culture here, right? They are the main faces that we see that are creating the culture, but they don't own any pieces of it. And so what they said is they are basically that they're putting their money where their mouth is by going to find people that in to work for them, to partner with, to talk on different platforms with people of color. But like people, we have to do our part, you know, as well. Like more people of color need to step out into this space. And I know there's a lot of people of color on our channel, but we have to step out in positions, creating things for ourselves and others. You know what I mean by that? Like, just there's a lot of YouTubers, right? There's not a lot of YouTubers that are women of color that are knowledgeable about this space. And so here on this channel, that is something that's happening. But it's not a lot. It's not a lot. It's not happening. And we don't just need educators. We need creators. We need developers. You know, we need coders. We need all aspects of the production process of people to get involved in Web3. And I want to shout out, that just made me think of, let me tell you, Kaylee. Let me tell you, hold on, I'm pulling on my VeeCon app because I met some folks today.
Oh, well, so you can meet up with people on that app. You can like add them like as friends and things.
Yeah. You can add them and you can share your contact with them. But let's shout out to Alicia Williams and Pierre Andrews, because they were like, hold on, I seen you before. I watched your show. You and Kay. I'm like, okay. So, you know, some people shouted us out. I was happy to see them, and I'm happy that they're watching. I'm happy that you guys are watching, because we're here for you. You know, we're here for you. So anyway, you know, they shouted you out, Kaylee. So I just wanted to let you know, and I wanted to shout them out too.
Yeah, it's so sweet. We love the Gentlemen of Crypto subscribers. You know, we're a family here, so we love sticking up for you guys and, you know, helping you guys learn, because this is all a process we're learning together.
Yes. And I'm just going to do a few more shout outs of people I met. Matthew Talks Hemp, Harvard J, Joseph Cruz. He has he's taken his Italianized brand to Web3. And also I met some people from Deepak's team as well. So you know, I'm out here mingling, networking.
I love it.
Doing the thing.
I love it. I love to see it. So this VeeCon app you've mentioned a couple of times before. I haven't seen anything like that in the Web3 space. Can you talk a little bit about that and how you're meeting with people, you can connect with people? That's really interesting.
Yes. So I don't know if you can see this.
Yep. Oh, 50-50.
50. Okay. All right. So this is obviously the sponsor, Coinbase. This is my ticket, my NFT, which had to be verified. My wallet, I had to verify it in my wallet, and they scan it when you get to the front. So this is the part of the app, is a part of the process of emission process. Yes. And you have basically a schedule. I won't show you that part, but basically you have a schedule, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then you have, you can scroll down and see at what time, what stage, and the details of each each talk that's happening. And then you can favorite it so that you can just search by the things that you have favorited ahead of time, right? So you kind of can like pre-schedule what you want to go and see. And then, you know, they have, you know, you can organize it through the main stage or the side stages. Let's see, you can also, they have an experiences tab for each and every day. So you can see, they say Coach's experience was from 8 to 10. That's coffee and convos with Coach, because they're getting into the wearable space, the wearable NFT space. Then they're having concerts. So tonight's concert is TLC. Well, the main, you know, the main act is TLC. Tomorrow night, I believe it's Miguel. And so happy hours, you know, Captain Morgan happy hour, that kind of thing. They'll tell you where it is, a location, and more details about it. And also some of these, if you go to the happy hour, they're offering PullOuts as well. Right? I don't know if we've never talked about PullOuts here on this channel, but the proof of attendance protocol, where it's an entity that says that you were attended this particular event.
Gotcha.
And so, but which sometimes you can redeem, like to prove that you went to this event. Sometimes they might, project might offer you something as long as you can prove that you went. And so that's what a PullOut is. And there's a PullOut app. And what is it called? I'm about to tell you what I think it's called PullOut. What is it called? Sorry.
I'm noticing. No, you're good.
Oh, I'm noticing PullOut.
Okay. Okay. I'm noticing for more of these events, like your NFT really is your admissions ticket. Like if you're a member, you're prioritized first. And I think that really strengthens the community bond there. And I love seeing, I'm sorry if I say this wrong, the PullOut app, because it just it reinforces that. So like, even if you, like you say, you attend next year when it happens, you might get some kind of airdrop or maybe a reduced fee to attend. So it really looks out for the NFT holder.
Yes, it does. And it's POAP for anyone who wanted to look it up. But proof of attendance protocol. Proof of attendance protocol. So that's basically the app. It has an area where you can put your contact information that you can share to other people, and basically in a QR code. So that's been really helpful. And meeting people and just scanning their information as you go along.
Gotcha. So what was your favorite part out of this whole event? I know there's so much going on, so many amazing things going on. What was your favorite part of the event? And are you planning to go next year? What events are you planning to go to the following year?
Well, I'm definitely planning on going next year. Definitely planning on going next year. Then I'm planning on going in the year after that. So kind of Gary already, let us know if you are a VeeFriends holder, you are going to get tickets for the first 3 years of the conference. Gotcha. So that's already set in stone. We already making that happen. Okay. We're already making it. I don't know if it's going to happen in Minnesota, but that's happening. My favorite thing thus far, we had a really insightful conversation or panel discussion on music NFTs. Oh. And, yes, listen to earn, this concept of listen to earn. If you, it's called Gala Music, the company. And basically, if you are an up and coming artist and you're on their app and you really like them and you listen to their music, basically you are rewarded for having listened to them as they grow in popularity, right? If you were one of the early people who were listening to them as they grow in popularity. Now, I haven't actually used the app. I was only heard about it, but I thought that was really cool because there's Move to Earn as well. Wow. The Move to Earn project, there's an NFT project that's connected to sneakers, right? And so as you're getting, you're walking your steps in. If you bought that particular NFT, you get paid out a dividend basically for how many steps that you've been walking over a particular period of time. So obviously it incentivizes the community to stay motivated. And obviously for the people that jumped in on this early, they're going to get paid out more so than as this becomes a mainstream thing. But it does push everyone to kind of like cheer you on and like get the initial community going. And I see that could be something really cool for the music industry. It's kind of like you have your own, you're incentivizing people to be A&Rs themselves. Like, and what an A&R is someone who discovers artists. And so, so if people who would want to be an A&R or their A&Rs at home, you know, they could listen to music and be rewarded for actually discovering artists in the future. So we talked about that. We talked about how, you know, music NFTs right now are for artists who are just beginning, and also artists who are established but are not signed artists. But signed artists have a lot of contractual things, obligations that make it hard for them to participate in the NFT space at the current moment, because their rights are signed away in some kind of way where they can't participate, or they can't record, or they can't do this or that. And so that kind of prevents them from being in this new place where everything is decentralized. So, you know, that was the conversation of going back with the pros and cons of that. That was a really good conversation, very insightful. So, you know, that was definitely one of my favorite talks for the day.
Wow, that is incredible. That would be one of my favorite talks too. Like that community building aspect that's incentivizing and rewarding the holders is so important, because it's really showing like, hey, this is more than just an investment. This is a movement. And that's one of the most important things, that and giving you a form of passive income for being a part of the project. You know, a millionaire has 7 streams of passive income. So look at that. If you have work a 9 to 5 and you're doing this stuff because, you know, you want to be a part of a community, you're getting rewarded. So that's 2 streams of income. So you're exactly. That's incredible. It's incredible. This has been awesome. I can't wait to see, because, you know, this is the first event. But, you know, you're going to go to more. I'm going to go to more. We're going to meet up at some. It's going to be great. And this is just the beginning, guys. So this is really how you can see, you know, how are these events lined up, what to expect, what to see, what the takeaways are, and the benefits and the disadvantages. So we really see all of that together. So if you're thinking of attending some of these events, I would go for it. You never know who you're going to meet, what you can gain from it, or how you're going to enjoy yourself and what memories you'll make.
Yes, I definitely suggest it. This is my second conference, and it has been a ball so far. It has been a ball. I would just say, if you they have one booth set up, right, where I would, what do I want to say? Just make sure you don't get carried away at these conferences. They have a lot of raffles, and, you know, you want to make sure you're making smart investments is what I want to say. I was telling Kaylee how this particular project was offering, if you purchase an NFT for 0.25 ETH, you could possibly hit the jackpot and get a World of Women, get a clone next, or you could get something that maybe you don't know about, which could be really cool. But I'm like, no, I need to be focused. There's a possibility I could win one of those NFTs, but I would rather make sure that I am investing in things that I know for a fact, you know, like you know, how much I'm spending for it, what I'm getting, etc. But those things are fun. So with the people that can indulge, you know.
Awesome. No, that was awesome. It was great hearing your experience, and, you know, like we said before, this is the first of many to come. More to come, more is coming. So just stay tuned, and we're gonna jump into some articles.
Yes. What has been happening this week? Because there's a lot happening. I mean, I saw, you know, looks like Elon Musk could be getting into some waters with some women's. And, you know, I saw an article circling around, like he may have paid off some woman. And that, I don't know. You guys tell us, like, do you think that could really affect, you know, the things Elon has going on? Because I mean, like, this guy is at the top of his game right now. So can, you know, a woman being paid off really change his trajectory? What do y'all think? This guy is sending rockets to and spaceships to other planets. What do you think?
it doesn't look good. It does not look good. Like we mentioned before, like he's got his hand in Doge, he's got his hand in other cryptos. He's in Tesla, SpaceX. He's gonna own Twitter. So like he could really impact markets. Unfortunately, like he's had a history of impacting these markets. And if whatever unfolds from this case will really change things. It could really tank markets. It could ruin people's incomes and investments. This is a huge thing.
We shall see. Stay tuned to see how this all goes down.
Yes. So let's look at Ryder, guys. So, we were talking a little bit about this. So for Stacks, this is a hardware wallet and it's considered a social wallet. We're seeing a lot of these social fi, if you will, opportunities come to Stacks and other NFT projects. So Ryder is a kind of hardware social wallet for your crypto. You can use your identity to enter parties, physical spaces. You can tap it to swap tokens. You can flip it to trade NFTs. So it'll have a social recovery if you lose your seed phrase. So right now they're actually releasing an NFT project that's coming up. It's going to come out in June, and they're going to have 5,100 NFTs. And so each NFT will be worth 250 stacks. That's about a little bit over $100 right now in USD. So this is really interesting. I've seen a lot of people talk about this. The CEO, Louis Nakamoto, is very well known in the Stacks ecosystem. Here is the world's first social wallet. It's really interesting. So like I said before, you can tap it. You can tap to swap tokens. You can send a blockchain transaction by simply tapping Ryder to your mobile phone. So here are the NFTs. This is what they look like. They'll come in 7 different forms: alloy, carbon, Dutch gold, Tokyo lights. You'll get a clear one, a crystal one, a silverish one. So it looks really cool. This is a huge opportunity to see more innovations in the space. This is like the first social fi NFT hardware device. So there's definitely going to be more to come from this. And so here is a more of a video image of like what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like transcending the space right now, and it's really cool. We're seeing Ryder partner with other blue chip NFT projects. They've partnered with like Megapont, which we've talked about here before, Crash Punks, Toshables, a lot of other projects. So this is going to be really interesting to see. And as this unfolds, we're going to cover it. We're going to let you guys know what's going on in the space. Yep. So right now, if you guys want, this is the Twitter ID. The Discord is here. They're still giving out whitelist spots. So if you're interested, this is something to look at. Again, what do you think about this, Crypto BJ?
I just saw that they're giving out whitelist spots, and that hurt my ears. I was like, maybe, because that's where you want to be. So I think I'm actually going to check it out for sure and see what they're talking about, if this is really going to go all the way, because if it is, this would be a great opportunity for sure.
Ooh, and I just forgot to mention, they're actually a part of the cohort. So Stacks has Stacks Ventures, which is like a grant funding program. So they're in the cohort right now getting mentored to get grant funding. That can range from like millions of dollars. So definitely check that out. This is
they're in the pipeline. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. So there are people with a lot of money that are backing them to see them through. So because we're like, okay, are they going to be able to follow through with this product and bring it to and for the long term, basically? And so that makes me feel good about that.
Awesome. Yes, let's jump into the next article here. Yes, let's talk about Ledger and their browser. Crypto BJ, what do you think about this? They're basically coming out with a browser extension.
Yes, to connect to your NFTs, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be like a MetaMask competitor, don't you think?
Yes. That is, the thing is, I like when there's a browser extension because sometimes it's easier. The websites just work easier, especially if you're minting. When you search the web, I just feel safer when I search the website through the browser. So it's something that makes me feel comfortable. And the whole ledger is supposed to make you feel comfortable and safe. That's what they do. So I really like this about that Ledger is coming up with this. I want to give a little nudge to Trezor. Hello, where y'all at? Okay, where y'all at? But but I think this is a great move for them for sure.
Yes. So when Crypto BJ told me about this, I was shook because I'm like, I can finally stop being scared to use MetaMask with all the scams going on, with all the the little things going on in the space. It makes me feel really uncomfortable. So I always, sometimes we get that NFT that gets sent to our wallet out of nowhere. Like, okay, where did this come from? Let me send my stuff to another wallet. But with this, you really do have a more secure way of transacting with Ledger. So I think a lot of people will start using this way more than MetaMask.
That is really cool. I see, even in that picture that you just showed, it was like, you sure you want to connect to OpenSea? Like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, right there. Review your transaction. The app that's being used is OpenSea. This is how much. Yeah. That's what you need. You need OpenSea to do it, and then you need your wallet to go ahead and remind you a few more times before you actually go ahead and make that purchase.
Oh wow.
Or send transaction. Multi-chain. That's big.
I love the innovation. I see that people are really connecting these NFT blockchains together. So it's not just Ethereum, it's not just Stacks. It's you get Stacks, you get Ethereum, you get Solana, you get Cardano, you get them all.
They know what they're doing. They're trying to crush the competition.
I love it. And then early access. So if you guys want to, have early access with the beta, kind of like the Coinbase NFT marketplace beta, send them your email and sign up for it.
But they tracking you because they want you to submit your Apple ID. So don't say we didn't tell you.
Oh yeah. Well, that KYC, I don't know about that.
But for the people that don't care about that, sign up.
I will say that does make me look at it a little differently because I like my privacy. They don't need to know my moves.
Yeah. We like our privacy over here. What you got next, Kaylee?
We got Alex Go. So Alex Go, you guys know, is DeFi on Bitcoin, right? They just came out with their roadmap for Alex 2. So Bitcoin is the ultimate layer of money. Stacks makes Bitcoin programmable. And Stacks 1 has, proven that Bitcoin can be a productive asset. But introducing Alex 2, the building and the scalability and the user experience is necessary to realize Bitcoin as an economy. So we're going to see more of this social fi, guys. We're seeing more of a being able to watch and comment and really interact with other people through Web3. Can you guys hear that?
Yes. I think so. No, we can't. That's something when we're hearing something. I was hearing something else. Maybe they can hear it. Yes. I think so. No, they can't. I just played it. I don't know why. Is there something in the corner on the bottom of the screen?
Let's see.
That you see? No? Okay.
I see. Oh, share sound. Let's see if that changes things. Let me know if you guys can hear this now.
NFT orders. Okay. That's really exciting. I'm trying to remember the other platform, DeFi platform on Stacks that I met at Bitcoin conference.
Probably, I think that was Arcadico. Arcadico.
No, it was something more slick. Their name was more, oh gosh. Anyway, I'm like, I wish I would have downloaded the app, but that looks really dope. You know,
Yeah.
just that made me feel like, yeah, next level. Like they were trying to give me a little bit of Apple vibes, like, you know, like we're young, we're moving like to the beat. I don't know.
No, you're right. The founder, her I'm probably butchering her name, terrible with names, guys. Chiante, she has this saying of like, you know, Alexco is we're the Goldman Sachs on Stacks. So they're really trying to be innovative. They're really trying to change things up and to make things more upscale. So, you know, what we saw there, guys, we saw that you can, you know, borrow and deposit. Those are two huge things if you're trying to use leverage to get some NFTs or things of that sort. So you can actually use city coins. So you can use MIA and NYC. So this is the beginning of depositing and borrowing where Auto Alex, which just got released earlier this month, or late last month, where you can automatically stake your Alex and continue to earn yield. And all you have to do is like disconnect to receive or harvest what you've earned. So you will have utility as collateral against Alex, which can be borrowed. This will mark the end of Stacks as a zero-sum ecosystem. And then we see they're gonna expand deposit and borrowing with wrapped USD and wrapped Bitcoin. So they have bridges for they have wrapped bridges for the US dollar and Bitcoin, as you can see here. And then, you know, they've already migrated they're migrating right now from Alex to Alex 2. So it'll be more customer centric scaling layer on Bitcoin, bringing the best UX, which is user experience, to the most secure blockchain. You know, we know Bitcoin has a block time of 10 minutes or more. So faster transaction confirmations, which will create a much bigger scalability for the user experience. So there's going to be a huge scaling layer. So as you can see, guys, they have a lot of imagery that really makes this clear. And of course, if you guys want to read through this article, it's on the Alexco Twitter handle, and it's one of their most recent posts. So I love the aspect where you can literally list the NFT on Alexco, and you can actually comment like and connect through Twitter, like, hey guys, I just listed this Bitcoin Monkey NFT. You guys can bid on it through Alex. And then we see bidding too. So they have an advanced order book DEX for fungible tokens. So it's going to provide an institutional upgrade. So you're placing limit orders on swaps, which is crazy.
So did Coinbase come out with it first with the social aspect, or was it a rush to who was going to put the social aspect of combine that with the platform? What do you think?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I know Alexco they have like a list of things on their roadmap they've been talking about accomplishing. So it's hard to say if Coinbase got it or if Coinbase saw other smaller organizations doing it and they just rushed to get it done first. So it's really hard to say. And of course, we see here, so the order book will also be powerful enough to allow gas-free NFT trading and auctions with SocialFi to leverage your social media network. So as you guys can see here, there's a rare Bitcoin Monkey NFT, and you can have bids on it. It says here reserve price not met, and it's priced in Alex, and you can make offers in Alex.
Don't.
All right, so that's something to look at, guys.
I'm gonna shout some people out if you were gonna go to the next chapter. Okay. Okay, what's up, Gordon Simon? Okay, Simon family, y'all in here. Hey y'all. We have Leroy Forbes, who's always down. He's in around. Hey Leroy, JH, the Jump Out girls are here as well. Hey y'all. We have Drip Animal Farm, cryptocurrency. We have Shadow Music. We have Real Talk. We have Satoshi Gang. Listen, we have Kid Grabo. So Satoshi Gang said, F Ledger. You know, my personal info got hacked. And that did happen with Ledger. People's money didn't get stolen, but their info did get hacked, which is why, not which is why anything, but that has not happened on Trezor. So just want to put that out there for those that love their Ledger. Sorry. Let's see. Someone said, I never realized building on Bitcoin was possible. You have a comment on that, Kaylee?
I would say, you know, this is where doing your own research comes into play. You know, look, now that you've heard this, like look into it. And there's a lot of grants and funding on Stacks right now. So if you have a project that you want to start building out, and you can later then apply for grants and then multiple programs. So definitely look into this. If you're just hearing about it now, there could be a good reason why. So, you know, just look into it, do your research and see what's in store for you.
Real Talk asked, is there any opinion on UVM land? And I'm not sure where UVM land is, like where that's located. So I don't have an initial opinion, but if you were to type in the chat, I'll respond about like, if you give me some more context. Let's see. And it sounds like they were happy that oh yes, that's what I was talking about. Sovereign. That's the other platform. You know Sovereign? SOVRYN. Yes. That's another DeFi platform for Bitcoin, for Stacks. Gotcha. So I saw them, but you know that what you just showed me on Alex too looks like it might be at least the interface looks like it might be doper. But so I'm gonna check that out for sure. And make sure you guys who are here live, you like this video, you share this video. You know, we try and get our followers up and we want to continue to give you like really great content. So, you know, support us.
For sure. Another social platform coming out this summer is called the Discord Killer. So this is a Web3 platform, guys, called Console. So it's their own DAO. And let's see, I'll play the video for you guys here. So it's starting off, the first group to start off on this platform is Crash Punks. So shout out to Crash Punks. I'm a little biased on mod there. But so they're gonna kick things off with Console first. And let's hear what Chris, aka Castig.btc has to say about the program and the platform.
So hey, Jake, this is, I promised a little preview. This is Console. So this is our prototype for Console.
Beautiful.
Yeah, what you'll see here is we're within the Console for Crash Punks. And Console's really about community first. You know, it's a chat platform with different DAO cooling modules. But we put the community first. So what you're seeing here is these are all the members. And the thing that's really notable, as I was mentioning in our chat, is that they're verified by their NFT. So everybody that's in here, you know that they have, you know, their BTC name has been cleared, as well as their NFT. Now, you can do some of these things with Discord right now or different other platforms. But the way they do it is like a very Web2 way, where they send out bots and there's like maybe collab land or all of these kind of, you know, hoops that you have to jump through. And the problem with that is that when we see the hacks that are happening, let's say on Discord, generally like 9 times out of 10, it's happening with those extensions and hacks and all that kind of stuff, because they're not safe. So we're bringing that in and having the Clarity smart contracts right within the Console app so that we can verify you. the first time you come to console, it reads through your wallet. It's just very Web3. You don't have a username, password like you would in Web2, and you can just kind of get on here.
Yep. So that's a look into console, guys. So basically you would connect through your wallet, and then that wallet would be your identity. So you can interact in the DAO, you can chat in the DAO, you can vote. So within the DAO, you can vote on initiatives. Say you guys want to vote to sell an NFT or vote on something. Everybody who owns an NFT can come together and vote on what they want to see happen. So this is huge. Although it hasn't been released yet, it's coming in the summer. We're seeing Discord have competitors. These are Web3 apps that are coming for Discord's throat, and they're gonna make it so you feel as though you don't have to worry about hacks. You don't have to worry about third parties leaking out your information, like that Ledger hack we talked about. That wasn't entirely the fault of Ledger, but we're seeing solutions to these issues. So these are things to look out for. Alrighty, let's skip to the next. So we were talking about Genie.xyz, and Crypto BJ, what do you think about these appraisals, these NFT appraisals on Genie?
Listen, my stomach just dropped, y'all. I had some alpha for y'all, and we're going to talk about Genie, but listen.
You said alpha? Ooh, wait a minute. Alpha?
Wait, because my stomach is just like, okay, so I met Tom Sachs yesterday, and he is an artist, and he has the Tom Sachs Rocket Factory. And so oh gosh. All right, so I was going to tell y'all that tomorrow, their mothership, the rocket mothership, was going to be lifting off, and they're going to Mars in the metaverse. And you could get a mothership ticket, right? And you could bring back a rock from Mars, which that rock is like a derivative project of Tom Sachs Rocket Factory. And so the Rocket Factory is at around like a little bit over 3 ETH. And so I believe these rocks from Mars are going to turn into something in the future that has not been confirmed. And so I was going to say, y'all, the tickets right now are 0.16 ETH. So that would put you in the running to actually get the rock from Mars, which could be, a dope thing to collect. But I just checked this. I just saw his Twitter. And if you had a mothership ticket, if you had a mothership ticket, they just did a snapshot and they just airdropped some stuff to some folk. So if I would have just got you this news an hour ago, you might have been in on the airdrop. And if I would have just bought it yesterday, when I said I was gonna buy it instead of tonight, I would have been in on the airdrop. So I'm feeling some type of way right now, y'all. I'm feeling some type of way. All right, back to Genie. The Genie, the alpha you need in this market. Genie now shows you expert appraisals powered by AI and industry-leading accuracy from Upshot headquarters. Spot deals in 300 plus collections, simplify your pricing research, see hourly updates. So basically, when you're searching NFTs using Genie, you can actually see what they are praised for. So you can see 6%, this is actually underpriced in NFT. Right here, 11%, this is underpriced. And then it'll tell you if they feel like something is overpriced as well. So I thought that makes it really, really super easy for people who are searching NFTs and you don't want to purchase all the different tools. This is just another tool that is integrated that can just make it easier for someone who needs the support and help in evaluating where an NFT is. But again, this is an appraisal. It's not fact because basically, the community is who sets the market price, so just so you know. But I thought this was really cool and really helpful. and possibly a tool that you guys would want to use. But I'm sorry, y'all. Just hearing about that airdrop just really just made my stomach go.
Listen, I understand. I fumbled the bag this week. I fumbled the bag. There was an NFT project. There was an NFT project on Saks, right? And I sold them pre-revealed. Like I had like I minted 7 and I flipped them all to get a profit. I ended up minting the #1 rare and I sold it.
But it's so rare that you would even get that thing, man.
I know.
That's why you're not supposed to look after you sell. That's why you're not supposed to.
You just can't. And it's like, I'm like, oh, I'm making a profit. You know, it's good right now. The bear market, reinvest into Bitcoin or something else, maybe Mara or Riot, you know. And I'm just like, that's about $3 to $5 grand in USD I missed out on. So I can admit, I took an L this week, you know, guys. Sometimes don't sell pre-reveal, don't do it. Don't use me as the example. Think about it.
I don't know. It's such a hard thing. It's such a hard thing because I sold pre-reveal before multiple times and I won. Like, you know, I won and then the price of the NFT went down. So it's just one of those tough calls that you have to make.
It's tough out here. Like we win some, but we lose some a lot too. It's okay.
Yeah, it is tough out here. All right, y'all. I hope y'all like and share. Kaylee, do you have anything else for this evening?
Nope, that's all, guys. But I do want to ask Crypto BJ, where can they follow you at? Where can they find you at?
Y'all know you can find me at Crypto Bae, BAEJ on socials, anywhere. Make sure you click the link in my bio. I got stuff for y'all, you know, for those who've been wanting to, you know, who are professionals on the go. I have Bitcoin Made Easy, an audio experience. You could just listen in your car and learn about some Bitcoin. So I got everything for you. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, find me if you are happen to be in Minnesota for VeeCon. You know, let's link up. Hit me up. And that's what I have for you. Where can they find you, Kaylee?
Oh, you guys can find me at IamKaylee BTC or IamKaylee.btc on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. So check me out there, guys. And that's all.
And until next time, keep your ears to the crypto streets. You want to press it?